only Jewish people. They just
or gypsies or whatever.
gypsies also. They did wrongdoing for them,
Right.
but they didn't do wrongdoing for the Dutch people.
Right, but people, we did not appreciate that they come and occupy. So there was a strong resistance against this, a big resistance movement with terrorist groups trying to.
This is what I don't understand. Why you did organize terrorist group? Korean people understand, okay? They organize terrorist group against Japanese military or Japanese police organization because Japanese did wrongdoing for them.
Right.
Actually wrongdoing for them. And many people cannot survive. Okay? Japanese government make a lot of investment in Korea, like Sonoda said. But furthermore, they just lots of, what to say, pressure, not pressure, prosecution of those people.
Right.
And in the case of protest, they try to call those people put into jail. And lots of they did for the hard, put them under the hard situation. Many people dead there,
right,
in jail. So
Korean people, yeah, and they basically try to take their identity and make them into part of the.
They're accumulating the
Japanese
accumulating anger for Japanese people, for Japanese people, for Japanese government. Even if Sonoda said lots of Japanese government made lots of investment, but many people lost their way of life, lost their land,
right,
lost their family. So this is basic, fundamental, they corrupted. That's the reason. Still they are complaining. Comfort woman, this is actually none of existed kind of some sort of things. But this behind the scene, Japanese actually doing a lot of operation for those people. So still they remember kind of things. But what happened for Dutch? The Third Reich did something wrong for them?
Yeah, sure.
What they did?
Yeah, I mean, but basically they just invaded us. That's already. I mean, basically, if somebody just comes into your house, and is going to stay there, you're not going to be appreciated of that. Get the hell out of my house.
But not like a Korean people. Like that case is many farmers sell their wife and daughters to brother.
No, that didn't happen.
It means they started to hate the Japanese people. Of course they did.
Right, but basically
What wrongdoing they did for you?
Well, basically they took away our autonomy and made them part of their country. That's it. They occupied. They brought the military in there. We were not free to do as we wanted to do. We were not free to rule ourselves.
Just to occupy.
No, I mean you don't. But that is.
You could eat, right?
Well, no, there was no food. There was a lot of hunger at that time. People were
but no dead, right?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, it was serious. There was a serious famine going on in the Netherlands.
Korea is the road to death.
Right. No, in the Netherlands too, people died because of hunger and malnutrition.
I see. Good. It means Third Reich spread all over Europe and North Africa, so it's still the same feeling they have, right?
Right. Well, yeah, but I think that for Germany today and the rest of Europe today, that's history. That no longer plays a role into modern relationships. Today's.
But still, do you have some negative opinion against Germany?
No, so that's what I'm saying. So today, I think that is forgotten and forgiven. Not forgotten, but forgiven. Because obviously that there is a new generation of Germans, there is a new generation of Dutch people, and neither them nor us were alive or engaged in what happened during those years. So obviously, the country Germany is completely different today than it was.
But same people.
No, there's a new generation.
Same
There's a
origin.
new generation,
Same origin.
and I tell you also, they are not the same people. The younger generation is different from the older generation. Today, every German speaks English. They are very liberal in their approach. Very different from the Germans as we know them from those years.
Okay, in Japan is Asia Pacific. Only Korean people hate. Still, they have concern about the problem before World War II, Japanese occupation. That some of people hate us still exists.
Because they don't feel that Japan has changed.
No. Actually, Japanese did wrongdoing there.
Right, but I mean, the Germans also did wrongdoings in the Netherlands, but okay, we have gotten over it, and it's
Okay,
gone.
just don't misunderstand that. Japanese no apologize for comfort women. Okay, not the Dutch people. Actually, the Japanese is apologize for Dutch people, but Japanese government never apologize remorse for Korean people, but they never accept. But both countries are not doing well because Japanese government in their heart they never think about they did wrongdoing for them. They did. Japanese people they did for not comfort women. They just take their farmland from Korean people, and 37% people they starved, and Japanese government never accepted that sort of things. But this, if Korean government accuse Japanese, okay, Japanese
37%. That is ridiculous.
ridiculous, right?
In the Netherlands, we took 10%, and that was already causing famine and all kinds of.
37.
37. That's
right. So and Japanese government say, okay, we already compensated, pay money for Korea. That's it true, right? So if that aspect they need to discuss about that, I understand. But they are talking about comfort woman. This is not the point.
basically, the comfort woman becomes a symbol for pathos, for talking to the heart, because that touches people really in the heart, because it creates an image of rape of their women by foreigners.
It's Kavanaugh. Same Kavanaugh, Supreme Court. You left me 35 years ago, right? But no evidence.
Right.
So he got a position, Supreme Court.
Right.
So global or American woman is very keen for the sort of rape activity or something like that. They was nervous for those. And comfort woman, very good example to stimulate women association everywhere. So very good.
Me too.
Good point to hitting for that area.
Right.
So Japanese people, they do not react for that comfort woman. They do not make apology. That's the reason why many people get angry. But that's the reason I wrote a book. Actually, we did wrongdoing for Korea 1910 for that take those farmers' land from local people. That we should apologize for those people. But nothing happened for comfort woman. Comfort woman is different. Korea case is they just Korean people, okay, recruiting those comfort women.
Yeah, okay. I think it's just a definition question. I think that still women will be widely used for sexual gratification, and maybe not always with their consent.
Oh, by the way, this is kind of Korea have 1,000 history for comfort women. 1,000 years history. Japanese the same and longer than Japan. Okay, everybody their daughters famine, lot of famine and long history. At that time, every local farmer sell their daughter to the brothers, okay,
Right.
with cheaper price.